What's the deal with bananas? I mean, they got orange juice, you got apple juice. Where's the banana juice? Here I go!
Please stand for your problematic and bomb juice.
What's up, good people? It's your boy Timo with the dance moves.
And it's Tim, the popcorn player.
That right. And you are listening to Banana Juice. So thankful that you tuned in again with your boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's weird, man. It's like we're free. We're finally free. Trump is out of there. Biden is in there. I did not think that this would come.
And now y'all want to be bored.
right. Like now everything is very vanilla. Now that Trump is gone, but you know what? We gonna keep it we're gonna keep it as spicy as we can. Okay, we gonna hold it down for Trumpito. Keep the problematic. I don't know where I was going with that.
We ain't holding nothing down for Trump, but I mean,
yeah, that's true.
We just gonna be ourselves.
Right. Be yourself. Be yourself. I don't know what's going on. Y'all, let's go ahead and get into these throwaways.
Oh, I love trash.
Donald Trump, on his last day in office, decided that he was going to issue out a gang of pardons. Now, this is not anything new. This is dang near a tradition for the last day or few days of a president's term, that they go ahead and issue out some pardons to their friends or to people who deserve it, but 9 times out of 10, it's just their friends. So, on the list of Trump's people that he was going to pardon, Lil Wayne and Kodak Black. Why was this? Why of all the Negroes to free? Why did you feel like, you know what? I'm really gonna put pen and paper to release these two rapidy rap Negroes out of prison? Like that doesn't. That just seems weird to me that he would. Well, not really, because Lil Wayne did come out saying that he didn't think there was a such thing as racism, and Kodak Black was supporting him anyway. So, I guess they're two of the good ones.
What, COONs?
Oh.
I just feel like, number one, he wasn't doing black people a favor.
Right.
I mean, you act like you pardoned Lil Wayne when the Carter 2 came out. Sorry, miss me with that.
Right. You pardoned not mixtape Wayne, but fish stick Wayne. Ain't nobody. You could have kept him in there.
His girlfriend didn't even want him. Like,
nope.
He can go back and be with the prom king in the penitentiary. And Kodak Black, who is he again?
He's the one who does Rollin' Peace. That's the one song I know by him.
Rollin' Peace?
Yeah, Rollin' Peace. The song
I'm sorry,
hit bad.
I only know of one Rollin', and that's from Adele, Rollin' in the Deep.
Wow.
He not...
Everybody get your roll on? You don't know that one?
I know that one, but...
Okay.
You know,
all right.
But I'm saying where it starts off with Rollin'.
Oh, gotcha.
Like, I just... Nah.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's not a horrible rapper, but he's just not really super relevant right now. Also,
he's not somebody that you'd be like, I get a T-shirt saying freedom.
No, absolutely not. He's like a colorist. Like, he don't like dark girls. He only like light-skinned girls. This is the rapper who was saying that he had a crush on Young M.A.
What?
And then
and Young M.A. is all for women.
Yes, she is a lesbian.
Yeah. I remember something.
Very, she keep her hair long. She always talks about her being pretty and all that stuff. But I remember she came out like, y'all dudes are weird. Like, I don't understand why you would want this. She was like, like I'm 100% butch.
Get those nuts away from my face.
I'm the more masculine one in the relationships, So
that's probably why. That's probably why he wanted it.
Mm-hmm. He probably mad that he getting out of prison right now, because there's probably quite a few young inmates in there for him.
Oh, young MFs. I'm sorry. It was there. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't just let it pass. I could not pardon that joke.
Yeah. But you know who could not get pardoned? The Tiger King. The Tiger King. Bruh. The one person that we did want to get pardoned, we really wanted that Tiger King season 2. Trump was like, nope, I know you want season 2 of Tiger King. Forget that. You're getting the Carter 7 and Kodak Black.
The second season of Tiger King is going to mess with my ratings. Well, guess what? Trump is about to be sent to jail where he's going to have to deal with the Tiger King.
He gonna have to deal with the Shower King first. That's what he gonna have to deal with.
He gonna have to deal with a lot of kings.
King Dingaling. It ain't gonna be that nice in prison. Can't be coming up in there with them cheeks, man.
Some new nickname in jail gonna be the Booty Whisperer.
Heck no. But the fact that yeah, he's gonna be on that bagger for real. But the fact that the Tiger King had a whole stretch Hummer waiting for him outside of the prison, thinking he was gonna get pardoned. Imagine how much big talk he was talking in prison.
And then to stay in there, dang. He's still in there.
Oh man, so like that sucks for him, but all I gotta say is hang in there, Tiger King. Hang in there.
That's messed up.
It is. But what's also messed up is Steve Harvey finally speaking out on one of Lori Harvey's boyfriends. So he left a statement saying that as far as Michael B. Jordan goes, that he likes him, but just because he likes him doesn't mean that he's not going to keep his eye on him. And that he keeps like a little piece of hate in his heart for him.
Thumbprint of hate.
Yeah, that's what he calls it, the thumbprint of hate. And so like I can switch that button at any moment and hate you. So where was this talk? Where was this speech? Where was you coming out and saying something when she was dating Diddy and Future? Because
here's my theory behind it. I don't blame Steve Harvey. I blame the journalist because they come out and they ask how he feels about the one decent person that she's dating. Like there's one time that she's like dated somebody and you're like, oh, this makes sense.
Yeah.
Now they question Steve Harvey. My thoughts are, I would have questioned Steve Harvey when she moved on to Diddy after dating Diddy's son. Be like, Hey yo, Steve, Steve, like, I know you one of the kings of comedy. Like, come on,
Right.
what you think about this? This is comedy gold.
Like you wrote that book. She really out here thinking like a man. But I will say this. Because we've talked about her other relationships on the show in the past. We kind of mentioned her in the problematic top 5 last week. But I do want to say this. When she moved from Diddy's son to Diddy, that's when my eyebrow raised. Then when she moved from Diddy to Future, I'm like, there's no way that you're dating based off of trying to be with somebody long term. So like that made me question that whole thing. But her with Michael B. Jordan, even though he is 9 or 10 years her senior, I'm not mad at it because they look genuinely happy. Like you hadn't seen Michael B. Jordan just posting pictures of his girlfriends or anything like that. But now he posting pictures. They got these stupid nicknames for one another.
It's doo-doo.
Yeah. Turtle
Nugget
and
turtle.
Yeah, not fans of those nicknames. It's doo-doo.
Nugget and turtle head.
But no, like I think like this is a situation where two people that have fame, but not just, well, I know Michael B. Jordan has talent, but I don't know what Lori Harvey does. Is she an actual model, or is she just
Harvey daughter?
Yeah, okay. But it's clear to say like this might just be a tale as old as time, is two attractive people getting together. I really try not to call other women attractive, but just like people think that they're attractive.
And then they make an ugly baby.
I mean that's the danger. That is the danger of this. That is, but I think that when two attractive people have an ugly baby, it's because one of them had surgery, and it's like, you ain't pretty for real.
Maybe the curse of Diddy.
Yeah, like that ugly baby come back, he be like, take that. That's what you get for breaking my heart.
I gave you 2 good years.
Remember we been on vacation with your mama and daddy, and your daddy never talked to me. He just kept looking at me weird because he knew what was going down. Good times, Lori. Good times.
Bad boy. Take that.
But no, in all seriousness, I really do hope that she has found the one in Michael B. Jordan. You know, he seems like a disease-free type person. And she made it. She made it out of a relationship with Future without a pregnancy scare. So she'll always have my respect for that, because you the GOAT for that one. Look, y'all talk about y'all want Sierra's prayer. Sierra still got Future's son running around there. So
And daughter, right?
huh? No, she just got that's Russell Wilson's daughter.
I thought both of them were, and the youngest baby was Russell Wilson's.
No, only one kid is by Future.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, the rest is Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson was like, "Oh, we about to get to work." He's like, "It's the fourth quarter, and I need to come back. He already got one on me." About to pump my way into a championship.
Terrible. Just terrible. See, this is why athletes need to get the vaccine. You got rappers like Future getting women pregnant. And it's terrible. It's just terrible.
All I'm saying, until Sierra's prayer works for you, you need to get Lori Harvey's birth control, because that's gonna be the savior for you.
ways to dodge the future.
Call that just no future in sight. I'm gonna call this show No Future in Sight. I'm not gonna do that again. I'm not doing that again.
Don't do this again.
I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing that again.
Because we can't call 2 shows. I'm gonna call this show.
Right. Oh, speaking of true love, Sweetie. That's how, she spells her name weird to me.
That's how I read it. Sweetie?
Yeah, but it's Sweetie.
Sweetie?
Sweetie. Sweetie, yes.
Sweeties.
Sweetie. Just don't overthink it.
That's not Sweetie. That's Saweetie.
I mean, it's Sweetie. That's how she pronounces it.
No, it's not. I know how to spell words. That's not Sweetie.
What?
S-A makes the sound. That's Saweetie. S-A-W is saw all the time.
Saweetie. Well, Saweetie says that she knew Quavo loved her when he let her have his last piece of chicken.
I know she lying.
I'm not a fan. Are you dying over there? The computer went mute. You called me up. I was like, what is happening?
No, I'm good. You just didn't want to cough all over the mic.
Gotcha. You trying to finish that last piece of chicken before Tiff come in and ask, do you love me, Tiff?
What you talking about, girl?
But no, like, for those of you who know, for the old heads, we all know, oh man, call ourselves old heads. But we know that this was a line from the brothers, and I didn't like it then, and I don't like it now. Like, when they give you your last piece of food, that means they love you. What? Did I pay for your food too? I gave you the last piece of your food, so that means, does that mean I love you? If I paid for your food and you ate it? Why does it? And I don't like the whole thing like the last piece of chicken. And if you follow us on Instagram. You know, this is Banana Juice. And this is Banana Juice because I did a video on this one in particular. Because whenever you have like things like wings and chicken tenders, chicken nuggets, whatever, like you pick out one, it's like, oh, I'm about to say that bad boy to the end. You know, especially if it's one of them drummies that have the keloid, so it look extra big. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
So it's the extra big. We're like, oh, I'm gonna tear you with that keloid up at the end. You're gonna be my last piece. I'm about to tear that up. You know, like you don't want some. Why would you come and ask for my last piece of chicken? You see me eating this chicken the whole time. Yo, shout out to my boy Isaiah because he brought this up and I was like, absolutely. Like, I don't want a woman who would ask for my last piece of chicken. You should love me more than to ask for my last piece of chicken.
I can see that.
If anything, ask for the first. Now that's the thing. If I give you the first, then I love you. If I let you eat off my plate before I get to taste it, I think that's more like love than the last one.
Yeah. I'd have to agree with that. Because if it was something that you were really wanting, and then you're just like, you want to taste it first? Like, and you know you hungry.
Right.
But you, like, let them have the first taste. Like, I feel like that right there that's key.
Yeah. And you know what? It was one moment when I actually lived a Kevin Hart joke. So I was at Olive Garden I think it was at mine and Alicia's friend Danielle's birthday party, like long time ago. And I ordered the calamari. And now Alicia's food had already come. Because she had the soup and salad. And since I was just ordering that, we don't come with no soup and salad. So I'm sitting there. I get the calamari. I close my eyes and I am praying over my calamari. And then I hear her fork hit the plate and get some calamari. And I opened up, I was like, I was praying for how you gonna eat the food before I pray over it? Like, that piece that you just ate is cursed. You gotta bless this food before we eat it. But then when I didn't get too mad about it, I was like, how you gonna eat it before I finish praying for it? I was like, I think I love her. I think I love her. But yeah, this last piece of chicken, I'm not for that. The first. If he gives you your first, let's start that. If he gives you the first taste of his food before he even tastes it. If he offers you his food before he even tastes it.
That's how they did in the Bible days.
Right. Then look, to me, that's love. That's love.
It's an offering.
Right. Because if he lets you have his last piece of chicken, then that means one or two things. That means like either one, he just capping because he know that this is a game, or two or three things. Two, the chicken wasn't that good. He was just eating it to eat it. Three, now he's full. And since he is full, now you can have some of his food because he don't want it.
He don't want to waste it.
So yes, don't go after a man who will give you his last. Go after a man who will give you his first.
Boom.
Like
paying tithes.
Right. Right. Yes, you want a man who's gonna give you his first, not a man who's gonna give you his last. Because he'll give you the last of everything. Like, you don't get the first of my energy, you get the last of my energy. You don't get the first of my attention, you get the last of my attention. Y'all better pass around this collection plate. Yes.
That's a word right there. That's a word for somebody.
Right.
Don't settle for the last.
Yes, don't settle for the last. Wait for the first. Speaking of settling for less, Meg Thee Stallion is upset because Tory Lanez keeps denying that he shot her, and y'all keep getting on her case about it. Talking about, like, how long you gonna talk about this? How long you gonna keep this up? The girl was shot. If I get shot, I'll talk about that forever. Like, you ain't never gonna hear me not talk about the time I got shot.
Right. Some of y'all still talking about high school.
Right.
You're 60 years old. What you talking about high school for?
What you talking about high school for? This girl got shot last year. It's coming up on the anniversary of a bullet wound.
Why you bringing up old stuff? For everybody who said, I don't want to hear y'all say back in the day for nothing. Like, shut up.
Right.
Back in the day. Did you get shot?
Right.
You don't want to hear about it.
That's my thing. I can't tell nobody don't talk about getting shot because, like, I know for a fact I would bring that junk up every time. I'm just sprinkling that junk in everything. Job interviews. What's one time where you had to overcome? Well, one time I was riding shotgun in a Hummer with an Oompa Loompa, and he just pulled out a pistol and shot me in the foot. The police made me walk on it and everything. It was blood on the street, blood on the dance floor.
I was seeing that Wonka vision. I was scared for me.
He was listening to Pimp Juice. And it was the part where like, you want to put your feet on my rug? And he had his pistol in his hand and he thought it would be funny. It was not. But no, but seriously though, like y'all, we've done all this whole thing about believing black women and supporting black women. And not that the two are the same. I would say that. Not that the two are the same. But Breonna Taylor getting shot because of a situation that should have never happened. Like, granted, this is different. It is admittedly different, but you can't have your heart pouring out for Breonna Taylor, who did nothing and was shot and murdered, and then you turn around with that same mouth and spit on Meg Thee Stallion's name, who did nothing but break up with a midget who shot her in the foot. Like, we all saw that tape, right?
To me, I feel like that is condoning domestic abuse.
I agree.
Like that, and that's the thing. Like, it is crazy for anybody to just be like, "Why are you still talking about that? Why are you still talking?" People still talking about Chris Brown and Rihanna.
Yeah,
and it's like, y'all are really like, why are y'all attacking the victim?
right.
Like, I don't see anybody going after Tory Lanez because he can get shot.
Right, he dropping music and people still going and listening to it and buying it and supporting him. I'm like, why?
That's that R. Kelly stuff right there.
Yeah.
Like that's what that is. Like, y'all are romanticizing like these abusive people and just being like, well, they make good music, so it's an excuse. Like, no.
Right.
Meg Thee Stallion made good music.
Right.
Like, y'all bopping to her stuff too. So, like, why aren't y'all taking her side when she's the one that was something wrong was done to her?
Right.
People get broken up with every day. Like, that's nothing to shoot somebody over.
Right. And my thing is, like, all these people turn on her, like, she literally gave y'all a whole phrase for the longest. Hot girl summer, hot girl summer, hot girl summer. You know, she was one who was, like, really about just women being sex positive and all of that and even scamming, you know, like, it sounds bad, but it was a lot of women who boosted their confidence and was really walking around like, yeah, because of Meg Thee Stallion and the music that she was putting out. And so now that she's in a position where you have this man with little man syndrome who shoots this confident black woman in the foot because she trying to break up with him, and now you on his side? People are just really out here looking goofy to me, and I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan. That Tory Lanez was short tempered, but in his height, it was just regular temper.
A wise guy, eh? And you like that?
See, these are the jokes you make. You make the jokes about Tory Lanez, but not so much about Meg Thee Stallion. I guess. Man, speaking of getting shot, Drake, he wasn't shot. He played somebody who got shot. So Drake has decided that he's going to delay the release of his album, Certified Lover Boy, to focus on getting better from his injury that he took last year. Now, no, that injury was not to his vocal cords. No, that injury was not to his lips. No, that injury was not to his brain. It was an injury to his knee. And because of that, he is not going to release his album because he wants to focus on getting healthy. And all I have to say is, Wheelchair Jimmy would never.
He wouldn't.
Wheelchair Jimmy wouldn't have stood for this.
He would roll over in his chair.
Got him!
Not once have you ever heard Wheelchair Jimmy complain about his knees.
My friend.
That's because he's a soldier. And he keeps on rolling along. He rolls with the punches.
I see what you did there.
It's just so weird because like, bro, what your knee got to do with you releasing music? But seriously though, you don't have the wheelchair. You don't have wheelchair Jimmy's wheelchair somewhere, like brass, a brass wheelchair in your mansion, the start of your career. You don't have that. Wheelchair Jimmy was flowing out the frame, but in his seat. So why don't you just?
Okay. Here's what I gotta say. There were amputees in hover rounds that stormed the Capitol. You telling me you got a hurt knee and can't release an album? Not buying it, Drake.
Yeah.
Not buying it.
Yeah.
Along with your album.
Right. You know what else I won't be buying? A subscription to DJ Khaled and Fat Joe's OnlyFans account.
Oh my God!
You heard right. DJ Khaled and Fat Joe are starting the OnlyFans together. I'm going to give you time to finish throwing up in your mouth.
Okay. Now, I know y'all were thinking the worst.
Yep.
And so did everyone else who just heard that. But it is not the OnlyFans thing that you would think of. Okay, this is supposed to be where they are just releasing like exclusive material, like music that they put out, like just music that they don't necessarily put out on their CDs or anything like that.
CDs nuts! Got
it! And also, they talk about like doing a rematch of a basketball game that they had.
It's a trap! It's a trap! You gonna go in there to see the rematch of the basketball games, and they both gonna be shirtless. You just gonna see man titty sweat all over your screen. Slow motion of them jumping up and down.
That's gross.
Don't do it, y'all.
That's gross.
Don't do it. Why would you put this on OnlyFans when Patreon is right there? Literally, Patreon is right there. And you say, nah, OnlyFans. We going to OnlyFans because only our fans want to see these man nipples.
I guess they're doing that because, like, you don't really hear too much about Patreon, like, giving, like, that much money. Like, people making that much money off of Patreon within, like, a week or a month's time, as you hear about people making money from, like, OnlyFans videos.
Tim, who's making money off of OnlyFans?
A lot of people.
No, I'm saying who? Literally, who are the people making money?
I know what you're saying.
It's the porn stars.
I get what you're saying.
It's these people with webcams. Dang, that just had me on the ropes. Webcams, high self-esteem, and vibrators. Those are the people who are making money on OnlyFans. It's dudes with hair gel, 6-packs, and the little V. Those are the people making money on OnlyFans. DJ Khaled and Fat Joe, this is not for y'all. Y'all need to be somewhere more appropriate. Y'all need to be on Food Network. If y'all are trying to die, like, I don't understand what's going on. I get it, man. I get it. Big folk need love too. Big folk need fans too. But this is not our lane, people. We are not OnlyFans people. Stop. People are going to OnlyFans looking for furries and other nasty fetishes. They're looking for Instagram models. Not you. Eating falafel and it falling on your chest. You picking it out your chest hair and recovering that just eating it again. Don't nobody want to see you eating hard shell tacos and the contents just falling over your stomach. Don't nobody want to see that. Don't nobody want to see that. And why y'all doing it together? That's my thing. Y'all know what OnlyFans is. Y'all know what OnlyFans is. Why are you doing this together? It just doesn't make sense to me. You're rich enough to where you could have started your own membership website and pulled people on there, and all of that money, all of that revenue could have been yours. You could have started something. I know that OnlyFans did used to be for like bands and like musicians, so it kind of like used to be a Patreon for those people. But now it is 100% a sex website.
Yeah.
And so at this point, what you need to be doing is you need to be starting up another site that could compete with Patreon for artists to release unreleased music and to gain exclusive access, to their fans or something. Like, I don't know, but this just not the move, and I'm still holding back vomit because it was absolutely disgusting. But I mean, if that's what you into, if that's what you into, if you are into overweight Puerto Ricans playing basketball with their shirts off, by all means, be my guest. Actually, DJ Khaled isn't Puerto Rican. He's something else.
Is he like Arab or? Maybe.
I don't want to offend nobody, so I wasn't gonna say it. But you put it out there, so it is what it is now.
I mean, I'm because I don't know. Like, I didn't think he was like Puerto Rican or anything like that. But I thought he was like Middle Eastern or something.
Yeah.
Like that kind of descent.
Yeah. Oh, here's a quote that he has about it. He says, "Let's be super clear. We're here only to motivate, inspire, and spread positive vibes only." Yeah, I think at some point they're going to end up spreading each other's legs.
No. No.
Yep.
Let's just hope that that's not what it comes to.
They're going to spread posteriors vibrating. That's what they're going to do. They're going to spread them yeeks.
That's gross.
I mean, it is what it is, man. Times are rough. Corona. When's the last Fat Joe album you listened to? Exactly. He got to do what he got to do. MAGA.
That's horrible. That is horrible.
So those were your throwaways.
I love them because they're trash.
Okay, so it's time for our prime topics, and we're just going to talk about the inauguration because, like, that was just a beautiful moment. Congratulations to President Joe Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris, and just, like, I'm not even going to lie, Jess, I watched her swearing in, and, you know, I kind of started to tear up a little bit. Just because, like, that's a big moment. We're witnessing history again. But to Michelle Obama, the audacity. How dare you come to the inauguration and show everybody up?
Okay.
With the hair on 10, the outfit on 10, just walking like a model, like the whole picture of love that her and Barack Obama, they holding hands the whole time. You look at everybody else when they were showing them walking down there, it was like, we ain't holding hands. We good. But like, oh, y'all like each other. Y'all were holding each other's hands for a long time. Like the whole way there. I'm like, okay. All right, y'all better show that y'all still strong. Y'all, the love still strong as ever. But she was killing it in the outfit game. You know, Jill Biden too. Jill Biden the blue was nice.
Everybody there was like dressed to the nines.
They really were.
Like, and I feel like it was because it was the first inauguration in 4 years that people cared about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna lie, I did watch Trump's inauguration.
I did not.
Just because, like, to me, the inauguration, that is a moment in history. And at that time, I was teaching, and I wanted people to know, like, look, like, this is still history no matter what. Also, it's like, look what you did! Look what you did!
Look at yourself!
But you know, like, and to be honest, I was a little upset this year because we were actually told in my school district not to show the inauguration unless it was in line with our standards for the day.
Wow. And see, here's the difference. Like, the principal at our school, he actually showed, like, different ways that all the teachers could, like, incorporate the inauguration in their lessons. And he was like, hey, if y'all want to, like, show the inauguration during your class, like, here are a bunch of different things that you could do to, like, help, like, incorporate it.
Yeah.
So I think that was messed up.
Yeah, because that's how you should handle it. You should probably find ways that it can be incorporated because it is history, because it is a new president. Period.
Yeah.
Whenever a new president is inaugurated, it is history.
It's history.
It was history when Trump did it. It's history when Biden did it. And then on top of that, you have history on top of history because you have the first female in an elected position at the White House, first female vice president. Then she's a black and Asian, or Indians and Asian, right?
No, it's a lot of different ones.
Yeah,
a lot of different cultures.
Yes,
that she shares. So it's more than that. I can't remember everything that they named, but it was like she is the first multicultural.
Yes.
Woman to be in a position like that, and that, like, that's big.
Mm-hmm. And my thing is, like, why out of all of the inaugurations would this be the one you don't want me to show in class? You know, like, that's to me. And of course, the rationale was like they weren't wanting letters from parents and parents being upset that we showed the president getting inaugurated.
My thing, okay. Here's the thing. Like, I feel like if you don't want your kids to be taught, like, certain things, especially when it's as innocent as an inauguration.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have the same beliefs or whatever, like, you can gladly homeschool your kid.
Right.
Like, I just feel like that was just a way to, like, support racism.
No, I agree.
And to continue to have a divide in this country. Like, a lot of people talk about, like, like, when you saw the Senate people that were saying, like, like, I don't think that impeaching Trump a second time is going to, like, be good because it's just going to, like, give more power to him or make him a martyr or blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, what a second impeachment is doing is protecting us as a country from tyrants like Trump. And, like, when you don't do something, like, that is, to me, like, that is saying you want things to stay the same.
Right.
Like, you don't want change. Like, you want it to stay the same. You want there to still be a clear divide in this country. You don't want any healing. You don't want other people to feel protected. You're too worried about, like, what a certain group of people think, and not thinking about the other people that are really being negatively affected by the injustice and the bad things that are going on.
Right.
And so, like, to be like, no, we're gonna omit this part of history because we don't want people to get offended. Like, to me, that's a slap in the face.
Yeah.
Like, why is this got to be something that's omitted?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm getting tired of like certain parts of history being omitted, especially when it's like showing a positive light
Right.
on like people of color or even women.
Right.
In that aspect, like that's horrible.
Right. Especially coming off of a president who was so openly misogynist.
Yes.
You know, like just like and then it's like, well, guess what? We want a woman as vice president and a woman is vice president. We need to flaunt that. We need to show that we were in America who elected Donald Trump, point blank period. That's just in there.
And like being able to show this election would have been a way to show that America is growing.
Yes.
As people. And like it is growing as a nation that is not trying to like stay in the past, but trying to like grow and mature.
Yeah.
To where it is this great land that everybody has been talking about for all these years. And when you do something like that, like it's crazy how the good uses of freedom of speech and like the positive things, the way that the true way democracy is supposed to be shown.
Yeah.
Like we want to hide that from people, but we're just showing all of this negative stuff. Like that's crazy. Like you just want them to be like, no, like this isn't really how democracy is supposed to be. Like we want people to believe the lies that Trump said. Like, no, this election was stolen. Like it wasn't.
Right.
Like what happened was people really felt like their vote counted.
Yeah.
And they were tired of the things that were going on, the injustices that were happening, and feeling like they were little and they were insignificant. And they let their voice be heard and a change came about.
Yeah.
And so like I just feel like that was just the wrong move.
Yeah, no. I agree. I agree 100%. 100%. Speaking of moving, you know, normally when the president and when the president is leaving and the new president is coming into the White House, they're there, they like shake hands or whatever, and the first lady gives the other first lady a tour of the White House. So that ain't happened this time because Trump was gone. He didn't even attend the inauguration, which Biden was like, I don't care. I will say this. Shout out to Pence for sitting through that inauguration. Like I gained more respect for him for sitting through that, but in reality, he's been known to sit through things. He sat through that whole Trump presidency and defended that fool. So I don't give him much credit, but I'm like, at least you showed up and took that L.
Right.
Now, as far as Melania not showing, you know, breaking that tradition and not showing, First Lady Jill Biden, the White House, Jill, she knows her way around. like she pretty sure. Wait, I don't know. I might be sounding real ignorant, but I don't know if the vice president lives at the White House. I feel like
they spent a lot of time there. I think they do.
Yeah. I've never really wondered. Like I've never really looked that up for real. Like where do they live? I guess it would make sense if they lived at the White House.
Yeah.
It's
big enough.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I'm gonna look that up later.
But no, like she knows her way around there.
Yeah, 8 years, sir. 8 years.
However, like putting all of that aside, the fact that they couldn't just show like this decent thing, like the fact that she couldn't even be bothered to do that, the fact that Trump couldn't be bothered to like really give a smooth transition of power and couldn't even acknowledge that Joe Biden won the election fair and square. Couldn't do that. Like, it just shows the class that they have, which is none.
Yeah.
Like, it shows that they are just, that's garbage. And they're garbage.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter if you disagree on views or anything like that. Like, Trump was a sore loser. Like, the thing,
He's about to have a sore butthole.
George W. Bush, like, he was a Republican. It was still a transition of power to President Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Like, there was still that transit. He's still, like, Republican, Democrat. They still came together. They still, like, transitioned. Now, because Trump is butthurt that he lost the election and served the shortest term out of, like, the past, the past 5 presidents.
Is it? Did it?
Yeah, because you have Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump, and now.
Oh, okay, I thought you were counting the first Bush. Okay. Yeah, no, you
no, because I think he only did 4.
Yeah, he only did 4 years because Bill Clinton did.
In that, Bush it was still a smooth transition of power.
Yeah.
There.
But those were different times. Those were back where you could be a Republican and a Democrat and people not look at you like you were a 100% racist if you were a Republican. You know what I mean? Like, you still had some respect for the other side, and there was a little bit more dignity. I think social media has kind of taken that dignity out because it's made a lot of people who have no things feel like they know everything.
Well, here's where I agree, but also disagree. When Bush was transferring power to Barack Obama, like, we did see, like, that racial line kind of being formed.
I was talking about the first George Bush and Bill Clinton.
No.
Yeah.
I
agree with you there. Like,
but it was like during that time you saw it, but there was still a smooth transition of power.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a big ordeal. Trump is butthurt because he lost and he, for some odd reason, like, he's not used to losing. But I'm like, no, man, I've seen your rap sheet. Like, you should be used to losing. Like, they call you a slumlord because your businesses suck.
Right.
Like, your buildings suck. Like, you, as a person, suck. So, I don't get why this was, like, something that he was just like just butthurt about it.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to me. Like, I feel like he misses the power and being able to abuse the power and feel untouchable. Now it's like the walls are closing in on him. They're like, he has nowhere to go.
Well, he's actually talking about starting a new party, a new political party. Where it's like, look, these are people who follow me, who love Trump.
The Patriot Party?
Yeah, the Patriot Party.
It's going to be crazy because, like, everybody who would have been a part of that party is going to be locked up or have a criminal record to where they can't even vote.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Like, my thing is, it is no use in having this party, and all of the Republicans and people who still try to support Trump because they want his voters' support.
Yeah.
Like, my thing is, a lot of his voter support is not even going to be able to support you. like that's gonna be dead weight because of what they did January 6th.
But you know what though, and just to be completely honest, I would much rather. I am all for the forming of new political parties, like, but I want them to be strong. I'm tired of just the Democrat Republicans. Like I'm tired of that.
But
Like
there's also the independent.
I mean, but the independent is small. It's not really strong. Like it was the strongest independent was John McCain. But then even when he wanted to run for president, he had to embrace more conservative views in order to be considered a legitimate candidate. And that type of candidate was a Republican candidate. He had to run in the Republican primary if he was serious about being president. You got the Green Party, you got all these other parties, that aren't really strong, and it's mainly because a lot of their people don't have a strong force in Washington. And so, in my opinion, like it would be nice to have a 4-party system. They're already split up like that anyway, where you have Republicans and then you have those who are super conservative, where you have Democrats and you have those who are liberal, or even you have liberal and then you have progressive liberals. So, like if AOC decided that I want to form a new party that's more progressive, then I feel like she is one who has that celebrity and also has that support. Where she could probably take a couple people with her and form a stronger third party. Yeah. And to me, I'm all for everyone having a place when it comes to politics. So even if it's the racist and you want to be a part of the Patriot Party, okay, you're racist, you're a part of America, be a part of a party where I know that you racist, so that way you ain't in there with the Republicans who just like look, I'm really religious, and there are certain things I'm not going for based off of what I've been taught Christianity is. But
here's my thing though. Like, why start a party for people who are going to like have a criminal record now? And as we know, like criminals cannot vote they can't vote.
Well, because those criminals still have families, and it's still people who didn't get. Everyone who was there didn't get arrested, and so it's clearly a following.
They're supposed
70 million people voted for Trump, or is it 700 million? It's something like that, but more than one. Like when you talk about like the number of people who should have voted for Trump in this election, one. But so it's a bunch of people who were following him, and honestly, I'm kind of really hoping for it, because then that splits the Republican vote.
That would.
It splits the Republican vote.
I feel like it's hard for me to accept it because of how much of a joke like Trump was as a president. He's a joke. And for a party to even start like to support him, like it just makes me look at that as a joke. So it's hard to like be like, oh yeah, like this should be a thing. Like, yeah, I'm for like different parties being made, but it's like with this, I'm just like, it's kind of like a slap in the face for what democracy in America should really be, and like what it stands for. Like, to me, I feel like, yeah, like freedom of speech and all of that, like I get that, but with this, I feel like these are people that have been trying to silence freedom of speech. And to call yourself a patriot, like you're really not standing for America, you're standing for this one person. And you want this, and you want this one person. It's not even like a democracy. You're wanting a monarchy.
Yeah.
So it's like that whole party is a joke. It's not for democracy. It's for like what they fought for, like what America fought for. Like, well, fought against, not fought for, but it's going against what America fought for, because we were fighting for independence from a monarchy.
Yeah.
And y'all just want Trump to be president forever, or basically king over America, which he's a slumlord. He doesn't even care about his supporters.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like, if y'all really think about it, like, they're just promoting a cult. They're promoting an Adolf Hitler, and it's horrible.
Yeah. I mean, you're right about that. You're right about that. I don't know. I agree, but I also agree that we should have more political parties. Maybe not centered around Trump.
I agree.
Maybe not centered around Trump.
I agree that having more parties is a good thing, but like this Patriot Party, like, miss me with that. Like, because it's nothing patriotic about, like, wanting to silence a race of voters unless they're voting the way that you want them to vote.
Yeah.
Like, that's not cool.
Yeah.
And, like, I can't get down with that. Like, that's not democracy at any point.
Well, you know what was cool? Bernie Sanders memes. Bernie Sanders, these memes have been just like off the chain of how he was sitting and just like bundled up and really like, can we get this thing over with? I got to deliver this mail. I got to go pick up a pastrami sandwich. I got like, he just looked, he looked really just bothered by the situation. And
like,
just,
I got a doctor's appointment. Like, I wonder how long this gonna be.
Right. Really, like, y'all told me just one person was singing, and then we gonna sign some Bibles and all this stuff. Like, let's go. Not sign some Bibles, but swear on some Bibles, and let's be out of here. And so the memes went wild, but at the same time, Bernie decided, look, about to get this money. He dropped his own merch with it, and he is donating that money to charity.
Now, see, that's a real business man,
right?
That's real. That was cool though. But people are so quick with
They're real quick.
Like everything. I was like, dang. They done put Bernie in Where's Waldo, put Bernie in like all these little movie posters and movie scenes.
Right.
Where he just chilling like, hold on, Bernie weren't there first. Or was he?
Was he always in the background? But no, those just were funny. What else has been funny is people trying to tell me that Jennifer Lopez did a good job at the inauguration. Listen, let me tell y'all this. Jennifer Lopez is a great performer. She's a great dancer. This woman is not a singer. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you felt about that. But the fact that you all are going crazy over this, I don't even know what to call it, this middle school choir performance that she did, like, what? That was nothing to be like, oh, wow, J-Lo surprised me because she was in tune. Because she hit appropriate notes, she didn't sing. She is alto number 33 in the church. That's all she is, alto number 33. She ain't getting no solos. She ain't part of the praise team. They don't give her a mic at the first lady and the pastor's anniversary. They don't do nothing like that. She is alto number 33 in the choir. And so let's stop acting like this children's church performance was anything to really just be proud of. Like, and people talk about like she was better than Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga sounded better. She was extra with her theatrics, but that's Lady Gaga. That's Lady Gaga. Fergie. Yes, at least it wasn't Fergie. But it was she was real extra with it. When she pulled out the gold mic, I was like, God, do you, girl? Do you? At least look. I wasn't mad at it. At least you ain't wearing no brisket dress. So I'm like, by all means, sing your little crazy heart out with this this bronzed bird you put on your chest.
Mockingjay.
I was like, what the heck? But that was That was all cool in the gang to me.
You want to know something I thought was funny? And once again, this just speaks to how quick people are on the internet. It was when Garth Brooks was singing "Amazing Grace," and right when he said that saved a wretch like me, a cameraman zoomed in on Mitch McConnell and just focused right I was like, wow. I was like, first of all, people who were picking up on this, bravo to you. Like, thank you for bringing this stuff to my attention. Number two, the cameraman, golden. Golden performance.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Like, your timing is impeccable.
Right.
Give him a job, Hollywood. Like, I just thought that was gold. Like, it was so many, like, golden funny moments that were pulled from this, and I was
like J-Lo randomly singing "Let's Get Loud" in the middle of a performance. What, girl? Like, "Let's Get Loud." That's the one that you do. No Jenny from the Block.
It didn't go with America.
Well, what's the one that I'm real? You could do "I'm real" cause I'm real. Are you Ellie?
If she did that, I would have been done. I would have been like, nah, man. This inauguration, wow. You wouldn't have seen Bernie sitting like that. Bernie
Right. I guess since Ashanti wasn't there, she couldn't sing that song. she had the proper vocals on deck.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, like it feels good to be living in a land with a new president. Joe Biden has already started signing stuff to undo the mess that Trump has done. Nancy Pelosi announced that Nancy Pelosi? Or is it Pelosi? Yeah. I was like, I always throw that K in there for no reason. But she has already confirmed that the second impeachment documents will be filed with the Senate, I believe, the 25th of January. Of course, we're recording this over the weekend, so, we'll see if it makes it there. Hopefully she doesn't make me look like a fool the way the Buckeyes made me look silly. But
I mean, you did say that you didn't think they were going to win.
I did say that.
You said if they did win, they would surprise you, and you sorry.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
They didn't. You're right. They didn't. I proved to be a prophet. But it is a like you said, a new day in America. One that I think we can actually hold our heads up high, and hopefully this is the start of decency in politics coming back, where we can just respectfully disagree with someone on the other side, but not think that they're a monster.
Right, and it is crazy how quickly the news changed, like just within those 2 days. Mm-hmm. Like you saw one thing one day, and then like the next day, like after Biden's in office, just all positive. Like you could take a deep breath. And
right. People fishing for news like, what's Lori Harvey doing with her vagina? What's going on over there? Michael B. Jordan.
but like here's the crazy thing. If you still want drama, you can always go to Fox News and just believe that you're going to get some hate. Democrat in office, Fox News. If you want drama. Like, all 9 hours in office, and already Fox News got something bad to say.
Right.
President Biden has been in office for 9 hours, and the death toll for COVID-19 is 400,000. What is Biden doing?
Like unpacking. Dang. I'm washing my balls. I just got here.
Like, y'all thought the magical shoes worked that quick? Like, come on. I mean, like, that to me, I'm just like, why is Fox News still a thing?
Right.
Like, why? Like,
crazy.
they're the most biased people ever. Like,
They really are. But, well, I mean, honestly, CNN is biased too. Just
but that's why I watch MSNBC.
Yeah, and that is MSNBC, C-SPAN. Really, like, those are some good ones to watch. But yeah, so look, it's a new day. We're excited about it. Let's move forward in peace with one another, guys.
Taste that fresh air.
That fresh air, you taste that?
Tastes different too. That's that 2021 there. Biden administration.
Right. Oh, so y'all, those were the prime topics. Tim, tell the people who got the juice this week.
All right. So here's what we're going to do. All right. So in the spirit of the inauguration, we are talking about one of the highlights of the inauguration. And this particular person gets the juice because of the history that she made along with Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. My bad. President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris.
Yes, put some respect on it.
I gotta put respect on them. Gotta put it on there. So Amanda Gorman is getting the juice this week because she has become the youngest inaugural poet in U.S. history.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, this administration is just constantly making history.
Yeah.
Like, boom, right there, the youngest inaugural poet. So, as you know, she's 22, 23 years old, and now because of her poem, The Hill We Climb, she is now up there with big names such as Walt Whitman, Maya Angelou, Robert Frost, Elizabeth Alexander. She is up there with those big names, and it's awesome. It is awesome news to just be reported. So I gotta say this, Amanda Gorman.
You got the juice now, man.
And now, what you've been waiting for this entire show, yo, problematic top it seems like Trump is out and there's not a lot of problematic news, we decided we were going to say the top 5 most problematic things we could think of. Let's get it.
Number 5. Angela Bassett is Wendy Williams' brothers. Let me clarify. Both of them are the Wayne's brothers.
Hey, you never seen Sean and Marlon in the same room as Wendy Williams and Angela Bassett. It is what it is.
Think about it. They're brothers, they're happy, they're singing, they're colored. Give them a high five. I'm just saying, like, think about it, dwell on it, marinate on it. Where's Sean and Marlon been? I know we see Marlon making some little shows and stuff like that, but what does he do on his off time? Have you seen Angela Bassett while Marlon has been making all these things?
And she don't look no older. That's makeup, y'all.
It's a white chick scenario.
Yep. And we all know how corny Sean is. Don't he seem like he would do Wendy Williams drag?
How you doing?
Come on now. Y'all know that sound like Sean. Y'all know that sound like DJ SW1. Y'all know that. That's Sean all day. That's Sean all day. Look, hey, we said it here first. We dropping this news for y'all. Angela Bassett, Wendy Williams, the Wayne's brothers. Number 4. Kim Kardashian uses her children's toys as sex toys. That's right. With Kanye West running up out of here, the divorce being finalized, money, the show, they ain't recording the show no more. She on a tight budget, y'all. So if the rattles smell a little bit like Kim's coochie, it is what it is. It is what it is. The baby shaking around like, I don't like how this smell. I don't like how this smell.
Just constantly singing fish and chips and vinegar.
I don't like rattles. Rattles stink. Let me use this teething ring. What's it? What's this text? This is horrible. Kid go like, Mom, where's my PS5 controller? All you hear is the dual shot going off in the bed. Like, like Kim, those toys are for the kids.
I love this Dance Revolution game. I love it when I get the steps wrong.
I love Mortal Kombat. I like when Scorpio says, get over here. Pulls me closer every time.
That's right, finish.
Finish me. Norton be coming like, Mom, where's my Little Pony doll? Next thing you hear, Kim Kardashian in the bedroom. Bow, 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 bow. Like, no, not the My Little Pony.
Rainbow Dash, don't be so. Oh my goodness. We'll accept PS5s from everybody except for Kim Kardashian.
Right, you can keep that PS5.
We know where it's been.
Right.
Up there violating Rainbow Dash, trying to get your Flutter to shine.
I almost threw up in my mouth. Oh. Speaking of sex toys, Oprah is going to release a pocket coochie this year. She's going to share with the world what Stedman has never had.
Ludacris reported on it and he said, looking, feeling, smelling like $1 million.
Over like $1 million. I'm trying to make y'all folks know how $1 billion feel like.
Did you just say $1 billion?
$1 billion. She's like, $1 billion. This $1 billion coochie. Y'all about to dive in, get your Scrooge McDuck on. No, what he said. See how he feel when he was diving in that ball.
She trying to make people get that ducktail. Woo! Oh, that's
horrible. Trying to share with us Gail's lunch.
Fish and chips and vinegar. Jeez, come on.
Y'all want to be waist deep in Sophia?
Hockey coochie. Now, he tell Hart on the beat.
Tell Hart on the beat it up. Make me say, oh, not like my magazine.
Ooh. That's crazy. Number 2, Tyler Perry cloned himself. Just so he can have more movies being made and written.
Say it ain't so. That's why he don't need nobody else in the writer's room. It's just him and his clones writing his garbage. Saying, is this a good idea? Yeah, Tyler, it's a good idea. He makes them all dress up like his characters.
The whole time we thinking scripts are being recycled. No. It was like, how does he keep coming out with these films? Like, it's because there's many of them writing different movies.
Like Legion. What's your name? Well, our name is Tyler's, because we are many. Jesus, rebuke him into the pig. Make him jump off the cliff to never write again.
You gotta have a good writer come in there. Why have you come in to torment us?
Just a black female writer come in there. Why have you come to torment us? Leave us alone. Just send us someplace close. They send it to BET.
Send us into an Excel sheet.
Send me to a Nicholas Sparks book.
Send me in a Spike Lee joint.
Wow. Hey. Spike Lee got an Oscar. Don't do Spike Lee like that.
He got an Oscar and now he got $50.
You know what else got about $50? Oprah's pocket coochie. Number 1.
Number 1. Tory Lane's real height is 6'7". That's right. Wikipedia says he's 5'3", but that's because the rest of him is underground. Standing on a conveyor belt.
He tucked the rest of his legs in his shoes.
Pay attention to how the ground moves up under him.
Y'all ain't never seen Tory Lane's jump a day in your life. You ain't seen it.
The rest of the man's legs going through the dirt like trimmers.
Look, he like the hockey game where they got the lines in there and you can pull them back and forth. That's what his legs are. They're the little metal spikes that's still in the ground.
This man's knees just going like this.
People can't see that.
All up on the ground.
Oh my goodness. That's why he shot Meg. Meg found out his secret. She saw him stand all the way up before. He's like, what the? You're like, you better not tell nobody. Boom. Trying to keep your secret safe.
Walking around looking like the Kingdom Mutombo. Not telling my height.
No.
Not in my house.
No. You're not going to share my height. No. I'm going to shoot you. And then when people say, Tori, did you shoot? I'm going to say, no. Listen to this album. No.
Like Cookie Monster.
That's how the Kimbe Mutombo sound. The Kimbe Mutombo sound like he been gargling gravel for the last 20 years.
Dude, sound.
The Kimbe Mutombo sound like somebody was boiling hot dogs and they forgot that they left it on. And so it's just the burnt hot dogs with this nasty black stuff on the bottom. No. You should have came here earlier. Now you get what you get with this voice.
Mutombo sound like he been sucking on exhaust pipes all his life. The Kimbe Mutombo sound like he need his carburetor changed.
The Kimbe Mutombo sound like he buys Tory Lane's albums and swallows them to make Tory Lane feel like he a hit. He got 200 million CDs stuck in his throat. No, Tory. You're very talented, Tory. People love you, Tory. No one notices that your head looks crazy, Tory. Keep wearing hats.
If y'all thought that us saying Tory Lanez is 6'7" is gonna stop the short jokes, you had another thing coming. Like Kim Kardashian.
Mommy, I can't. Mommy, I can't find my play Hummer.
This just in, Tory Lanez is actually Oprah Winfrey's pocket cookie.
And now the brand ambassadors are Marlon Bassett and Sean Williams.
Time out. Sean Williams, that was his name in the Wayne brothers.
Oh, it was! Oh my goodness, we just blew this wide open. Oh! You're right. Oh my goodness. Y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy, man. This
undercover work. Y'all didn't even know.
Right. Y'all thought Trump was problematic? No, man. Look at all this other stuff going on that y'all didn't even know about. And boom. Oops, pal, surprise. Right in your eyes. You couldn't see it. Blind to your eyes.
Couldn't see it coming. This wasn't no Tyler Perry movie. You didn't see this ending.
No. How did it get on the boat? No. So that was your problematic top 5. Y'all, we want to thank y'all for rocking with us here on Banana Juice. Y'all, man, next week we are taking a break. We have some work stuff that we have to take care of. So we're taking a break. We will be back the next week. This is us telling you we are taking 1 week off, but we will be back the next week. Look, we've been giving y'all that juice. Y'all been getting that consistent juice, so you need to be thankful. But now
on it.
Research papers are being turned in. we about to do dance nationals. Tim back in school, like it is what it is, y'all. So we taking 1 week off, but we will be back the very next week with more problematicness, more banana juice, more funny. So just keep on rocking with us. We're getting closer and closer to finding that the person to do our merch. So hopefully we look like let's just touch and agree that by the end of February there will be some new banana juice merch out there for y'all to rock. You know, as the country opens up, the banana juice store will open up.
Right now, we just on standby.
Yeah, just on standby. But we might be coming with some extra stuff though, so it's something to be excited about. Something to be excited about. But until then and until next time, Mr. Boy Timo with the dance moves.
And it's Tim, the popcorn player.
Banana juice.
Out.
Juice.